At the end of the day, if it's fun and if it's funny, that's what we want to do here on the show. So we hope that you'll join us as we continue to develop this program more and more, and hopefully we can get this even a little bit tighter.
Yep.
We're a little bit over time, and there's one more thing I want to do before we take off here.
And really, like, the reason it took so long is because we had so much news to go over.
We did.
When we're doing this weekly, we won't have as much news.
Exactly. As we're doing it week over week, yes, that will improve greatly. But we did have a month's worth of news to cover.
Right.
So, yeah, you guys got a point. All right. So, last episode, we read a scathing email from Aaron Edge. And I think, is that Aaron on the phone? Do we have Aaron Edge?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Aaron.
The real Aaron Edge?
Aaron Edge.
Hello.
Hi.
That is my real name. Fucks.
Okay. I mean, you could say that, and you
Edge is as believable of a last name as Bender is. Come on.
Okay, just because it's on your birth certificate doesn't mean you didn't change it prior to your birth.
That's right.
Or after your birth.
Maybe.
That's right.
Or during your birth.
If the president can do it, then you know what? Aaron Edge can do it.
Yeah, we need to see the birth certificate.
Okay. Even less legitimate than I thought you were, Nero. Holy shit.
So Aaron, why are you calling in today? What do you want to tell? I mean, we read your email. I said my piece. It's a month later. You still seething about the Riemann that I gave you?
I'm not seething it. It just felt better to call in Final Encounter Cast rather than LBR.
Yeah, fair enough.
We've talked about this. You know that. Don't just pretend like we haven't been putting it off for a reason.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, that's fair. It wouldn't have made sense on LBR though. I mean,
I'd rather talk to you and Callow at the same time, so I'd like to call back at another episode.
You mean Robbie?
If I don't get banned. Robbie, yeah, sorry, my bad.
So all right. So you called me a hack. You decided to rail on Robbie's aspirations as an actor. So
I kind of have to apologize to Robbie a little bit just because he was kind of collateral damage from what I was talking to you. That doesn't make it any less true. He is a failed person.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're an asshole, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty much an asshole.
damage in the carpet bombing.
You basically proved my point of being a hack when you made those jokes about my last name. Living on the edge, I haven't heard that before. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, probably as easily as much as I've heard fender bender jokes over the years. Yeah, okay,
Probably.
I get it, I get it. But honestly, you have to think are you self-conscious about the fact that people think that your name is fake? Like, if I got mail from you, I'd be like, oh, that's clearly a fake name. Like I would assume.
Well, you did. You did get mail from me, and you did think it was a fake last name. It's not really that big of an issue.
I know, but
I was having fun with it.
Yes, idiot.
But I mean, you've got to at least be somewhat self. I mean, like anyone who changes their name, like I assumed that your actual name was something like Murray Lefkowitz. Okay,
Cliff.
Yeah, something.
I was so upset. Listen, I was so upset at you for not bringing up the other things that you sent in your second reply email to me about calling me Edward Cliff or Kyle Extreme.
I had already made those jokes. I made those jokes once.
Yeah,
if I had repeated them, I would have been a bigger hack.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I don't know.
All right, guys.
Yeah, no, that's legit.
Okay,
I went out of my way to make more jokes.
Guys,
I got tons of them.
Pause.
I mean, we could continue doing this all night.
My new name on Final Encountercast is Christoph Extreme. Thank you.
I do like this new, tighter format you guys have going on. I think, I've just been listening to Final Encountercast over the last, 7 or 8 months, and it seems like every episode we hear a Nero going on this long-winded diatribe about how they don't know what Final Encountercast is going to be. Like, you've had 8 months, come up with something instead of regurgitating the fucking the video game awards, you know what I mean? But I really like
I'm sorry. Is there another organization out there that was providing commentary on the fucking video game awards? I was questioning the point of having it to begin with in an excruciating manner. Okay, I mean, fine. You didn't like the bit. You don't like the bit. But I don't think that there was anyone else out there who was going, look, this is a piece of shit and it needs to stop. So I
never said it was a piece of shit.
I did.
It is a piece of shit.
I did. That's what that whole bit said, was that this does not need to exist. This is stupid.
Right. It is pretty silly. I mean, they could do better than they did with it, though, and actually make it a lot more enjoyable, like not having those cliche robot noises like I think Chris was talking about during the
they were
segment.
the worst. They were the worst.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having video game awards.
I think it
there's
depends.
anything wrong with having video game awards either, but
I think it depends on who's giving them out. Right? Like that was my big thing, is like, okay, who's handing these out? Oh, good. It
was all purely based on fans.
Not all
voting.
of it. A lot of it. No, a lot. I mean, there were some categories that were based on fan input, but there were most of those categories were selected by a group of media industry people. Mm-hmm. So anyway, all right. So we're getting pretty bogged down here in the video game awards. All right, so there's been some bits that you haven't liked. That's all part of developing a new show. Like, we tried that bit, and that bit didn't work for like 100 other reasons. That's not like it's regurgitation. Like, that bit was, I think, pretty clever on its own, and it had like 100 other problems with it, which means that's probably why we won't do it again. So like, we're trying shit. We're trying new shit. Like, we're trying shit that takes us outside of our comfort zone. That's never something that we've done on LBR.
LBR is 9 years in development.
That's right. I think it would be way easier for us. It would be way easier for us. Thanks for talking over me, by the way. It'd be way easier for us if we just if we just regurgitated the same shit that we do with LBR over here on FEC. Right? Like, that, to me, that's the hack shit. But instead, we're trying to find unique things that other people aren't talking about and that take us outside of our comfort zone. And yeah, you know what? We don't know a lot about a lot of titles. That's just what you get we're not industry insiders. We never have been. We never claimed to be. You're not going to get the latest cutting edge info with us. We're never going to beat IGN to a story. Ever. But what you do get is interesting analysis, and you do get interesting discussions from Final Encountercast. That's what we bring to the table. Oh, it's mighty quiet. Mighty quiet.
Bam! Well, I didn't know if you were done yet. You yelled at Nika earlier about talking over you when you were doing the same thing to her, so I wanted to give you a second.
My mic is objectively louder!
It's also
just
hard
bigger,
when you're on Skype.
Overcompensatingly
there's a
bigger.
weird delay.
A penis microphone joke. I never heard that one
right.
before.
And like I said, I'm praising you for this, episode today, because the shorter, tighter format definitely works a lot better for this show. But I mean, you guys, I knew what your reaction to me was going to be. You were going to shit on me and make those jokes, and my parents are dead, whatever. So I knew all that stuff was coming. So I obviously wrote that email as like half a joke but half serious, like a kick in the ass, like, I know you guys can do this, but stop being such a piece of shit hack, Nero, type of thing.
Okay. You didn't knock me off my game. I mean, you don't need to tell me this shit, dude. I know when an episode doesn't fly right. I'm pretty aware of it. I know when shit goes sideways. I mean, like, I'm not sure what, do you want an apology from me for, like, hoping that your parents were dead? Like, what is it? What are you at? No? Are your parents okay? Did they magically die?
Know.
Did they magically die since I said that? Since I put it out into the world?
Yeah, they did.
Did they? Oh, okay.
No,
I guess that's my fault.
You definitely were full of shit when you said that email didn't hit you a little hard, because you obviously wouldn't have made those jokes otherwise. And plus, the day I sent the email, you responded to it within 10 minutes.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Christmas
well,
Eve.
It was half written already. I just finished it up. I had some downtime.
With people not loving you.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I was surrounded by a lot of people who loved the shit out of me when I wrote my response to you, and I read it to them, and they all laughed. They all laughed at you.
People laughed?
Yes, they did. It was.
I'm sure your mom and dad laugh a lot when they have to support you after you lose your job.
It wasn't just my mom and dad, but it was my sister, my aunt, and uncle that thought you were a jackass. So you have that going for you.
There's no disputing that.
And by the way, my family are probably the nicest people in the world, and they were like, "Get him." That's all they said. They're "Get him," like in that tone of voice too. I don't know why. It was weird coming from my dad. Get him. Actually, it came from my mom.
Gremlin voice?
What?
Nothing.
Having met your mom, I love the idea of her just being like, "Get him."
Boo. The joke didn't fly.
No, not at all. It was terrible.
Good job, Aaron. Anyway, all right. I see it. So it was meant to be a bit motivational. I get it. Is there anything else you wanted to add on top of it? I mean,
you and Cal were the biggest egos on the crew. Of course, you guys have to get shit on a little bit by some people. Your whole chat can't just be full of people that blow you both every week.
Oh, and they're not. They fucking hate them.
No. I don't. You can call the LB Army a lot of things, but you cannot call them sycophants because these are some of the most critical people that I've ever met, and that's why I love them. I get along with the LB Army.
Some of them are, but there are a lot of people that just roll with whatever you guys say over and over again every week.
Well, that's the nature of having an audience. I know you've never had one, Aaron, but that's what happens when a lot of people listen to the things that you make. But mostly, the LB Army is full of very smart, independent thinking, critical people who I get along with on a very personal level. And you know what? That's my favorite thing out of doing this show and Limit Break Radio is getting to know such really genuinely smart and awesome people. So, you know, like, if you know, I get it. Not everything, not every choice that we make is going to be a home run. That's fine. But you know, it's in constant development, it's a constant flux. And I think the point that I was making is that we just haven't found a groove yet. We haven't totally found that groove that this show needs to exist in, and I think we're getting a little bit closer. But I don't know, being a dildo I don't think necessarily helps, although we did get some mileage out of it today, so we thank you.
Oh, thank you for taking my call.
Oh, well, and you know what? That's just the kind of shit that happens on this show and over on Limit Break Radio. Is just we just embrace this shit. We just have fun with it. And there are no
part of the fun.
That's right.
I wanted to call in.
That's right.
Actually, email you guys in the first place, but yeah.
That's right. And there's no actual hard feelings between Aaron Edge and I. I think we both kind of get that. This is what we're doing here. This is part of the fun. So
we're basically the same person. You're just on a radio show.
Yeah, kinda. And I wished for horrible death upon your parents, but that's different, I guess.
Okay, well, no, hold on. You keep saying that, but you wish that they committed suicide.
That's true.
Because of his name.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just call it specific.
Let's be specific here because, you know, for the record.
Yeah, okay.
For the record. Anyway, all right.
They named me. That doesn't make any sense.
Come on, did they?
What are their names?
All right. Okay. Let's not go there.
I hope it's still.
I had a few ready. But okay, if you don't want us to go there, Aaron Edge, we don't have to go there. Anyway, Aaron, thank you.
Go ahead and give me an example of what you had in mind.
I hope it's Thelma and Louise. They went over the edge.
Bonnie and Clyde, maybe.
That was good. That was good. Good one, Callie. That was good. All right. So, Aaron, thank you for your call today. We appreciate it. And yeah, we'll try to make the show better, not for you, but just in general. Okay? Is that satisfactory enough for you?
Oh, I hung up on him. I thought we were done.
Well.
I thought we were done.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, fuck him anyway.